carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
2nd and very short here, less than a yard. Looking to throw. It's brought in by Kevin White. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They go with Howard again. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Let's go! Leopard! Leopard! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
On play action, they'll throw. Forced out to his left. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on 3rd down, doesn't find anyone open, tucks it away, takes off, and picks up the first down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
First carry now. This is Johnson. And he's got room. And room there to work it inside the 25. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Over.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got it over the middle. Fedorowicz. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 11-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long.
Hurry up, here we go. Back down in that Philly, here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and it's now 3-0 Texans. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. So it'll be first down here after the run. Freeman again, a first down carry. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down at the 33. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And now the offense operates in the red zone.
21. Get up.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
It's Coleman here. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
Shift together here from the D-line. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. They held him out on second down, and now here's 3rd and goal. Ryan. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Vince Beagle in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, off goes Matt Ryan, and on is another Matt Bryant. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3.
It's good to be the kicker for the top offense in the NFL, and Matt Bryant was that in 2016. Led the league in scoring with 158 points. But boy, does Atlanta find him valuable. So dependable and clutch.
And he's been valuable in this league for a while. Hard to believe he's been around since 2002. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put him through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped them in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Austin Hooper, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons are in for 6. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. On first, they go right back to Howard. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he loses the football a second time. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They'll set up to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. So out come the Falcons now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Ryan finding Gabriel for the Falcon first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
That's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 36 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off back.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. The big fella. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and this will be a touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up a stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On second down, Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Aaron Lynch with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Back deep to return is Duke Johnson. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. So on 4th down, the Falcons will call on Matt Bosher to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now out comes Houston. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They run with Howard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
They'll look to throw. It fights him off. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Austin Hooper with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons have broken our tie.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Houston. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Flex round. Here we go. Ohio.
Now it's the backup Watson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vic Beasley charging hard for that outside linebacker spot. He gets in to drop him for a loss of 12. A first throw now for the backup Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Here's Ryan to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They go play action here on first down. He's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Here's Bryant for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Hurry up, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Back to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, Ryan. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's got some space here. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run here with Freeman. And he is knocked down from the side at the 1-yard line. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. 2nd and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
Ryan now off the bootleg. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
No. Watch it now, Barney. Detroit. Gun.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks techniques from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Drops it off for Coleman. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. We're still in search of the first down after that last completion. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. He finds Coleman, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football and don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here.
Let's go! 3-19! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he's brought down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here we go!
Now a play fake here on first down. And he floats one there, incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you've got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and a big over there as his guys will get the football back. And tough starting field position here. They begin the drive with Coleman. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 40, past the 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, 97 yards. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per right? Big big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now it's Watson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson buying time to his left. Finding some room at midfield. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
A give to Howard, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's got Fuller. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. 8 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Texans a first down. Now Watson. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Here's Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football. but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Ryan going underneath. It's Coleman. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So the D-line's going to spread out. This is Coleman. And some room to maneuver. He's at the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons add on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he'll power his way up near the 25. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Howard. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Carlos Dunlap in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. To throw on 2nd is Watson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They get 39 yards out of that one. And it's good enough for a Houston first down. On first down, Watson. He leads this one for Howard. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. From the gun, here's Watson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Fuller. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. On first down, it's Watson. And it's caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jalen Strong, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans are able to make things a bit more respectable. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And, Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsar? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here telling us stretch this thing out a little bit?
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
Get up! 12.
Here's Coleman. They find some open field here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They will run again with Coleman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Coleman now. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone, and he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Coleman. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Texans scoop it. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Watson. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Watson on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was third and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Let's go.
On fourth down, it's Howard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
And this is a spot where you have your offense stay out there to get those few inches. It's too long for a field goal. It's not worth punting. So this is the right decision as far as I'm concerned. And they wind up picking up the first down.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Something got lost in translation in this game. He's run the ball really well, done all the things that you want in a game plan, but unable to convert it into points, unable to ring the bell consistently enough to make it a winning effort.
In the red zone this time. From the red zone now, Watson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Carlos Dunlap. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Here's Watson now on second down. His throw caught right around the 6. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Let's go. Brand 38. Flex round.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was looking for Jordan Howard that time. And that'll bring up second down. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A gain of 3, second down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So So for the Falcons, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road day next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.
Yeah. Young Gerald. Yeah. Yeah. Die line with the boom pow. Every week now I switch to a new style. 212s in the back just blew out. Everything I do end up in the news now. Yeah. Lead a club with a few now. Just some Hollywood and they do. I'm in the mood now. 2 a.m. What you wanna do now? What you wanna do now? Little baby pass. Don't spill on me, that's Margella. Got this Oakland game to tell her. She look familiar. At Coachella, what's her name? Isabella, forget it, yeah. It's like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna function, got some places we could go. Lot y'all got me speaking slow like, yeah, I'm blessed. I don't GA. I'm tryna, yes on yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't no. Say less. Yeah. less. Hey girl, what it do? If you got friends, cool, bring a few through. No fun if the homies man, R.I.P. Nate Dogg, this too true. And you know what I'm down for. Round 2, round 3, and a round 4. Mood switch when she knocked at the front door. Next up was the uproar. Yeah, was like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna tuck off, got some places we could go. Swear she got the like wow, she's blessed, I'm blessed. I don't GA. You tryna yes on yes on yes on yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't go. Say less.
Sheesh. What you saying? I don't understand. I'm out my mind. I popped. Sheesh. I swear this lock shot got me stuttering. Girl, you not fall in love again. Sheesh. Get it. My favorite rush. You talkative, ain't gotta say too much. Be quiet. Who got some grapes? I'm trying to. I'm all roll for these. Get it. Not complicated. No conversation. Get it. Not complicated. No conversation. Please say less. Please say less. Please say less.
I'm blessed. I don't GA. You tryna